Hey, what's up? I'm a King Darkfire, and this is my Resident Evil 4 review. Resident Evil 4, did it disappoint? Not at all. Not at all. Resident Evil 4 remake is amazing, yo. Let me turn it down real quick, because Resident Evil 4 remake is amazing. All right. Now, being a person that played through the original about 150 times, I'm gonna tell you right now that the remake didn't disappoint at all. Yes, U3 boss fight may be gone, but so what? So what? They got all kinds of other added great stuff in that game that is just awesome. The parry system, for example, the parry system is awesome because you get a perfect parry on a Granada or somebody charging at you with a ray, talking about some hey my eyes on, and then you know what I mean. And then after that, you just parry that, and then you can kick them, or you can go behind them and give them a suplex. And you can do the suplex early. You ain't got to do it in the castle only. You could do it early. You ain't even got to do it on the Zealots. You could do it on the Granadas. Then you know that cow that be right there. They gave it some use too, so you could set it on fire in order to kill some Granadas for you. You get 5, 10, and 5, 6 easy kills on the beginning of the village part with just a cow alone. Also, you can stealth kill a couple of the enemies before you even use the cow. You can go ahead get the one female that's off to the side here. All you gotta do is creep up and get her. But yeah, anyway, it is great. It is great. The character's been improved wonderfully. The story it just been added. Great picture story. It went back to survival horror. Survival horror. That's exactly what it needed to do. Because RE4 original, let's be honest, it was it was cheese. It was good cheese that we grew up with. It was good cheese. But then they made the original, and it's like, yeah, here we go. Now we got this cult that we really understand about. We got this cult that's really vicious, as they say, because for a minute the leaders themselves was a bunch of wisecracking jokesters for real. That almost forgot they what they were almost doing for real. They almost forgot what they was doing. The only one I was serious in that whole through that whole encounter and that whole thing was Mendez. He stayed solid throughout the whole thing. But you know what? Oh, and Krauser, of course, Krauser. I mean, him and Leon got history. I mean, they went on Operation Javier adventure together in Dark Side Chronicles. That's the way you understand that. Or you can also read information online about the Operation Javier. It's pretty sick. It's pretty dope though. The lure is deeper. They gave Luis Sarah a much better character, and they gave him more screen time, and they put him in mercenaries mode. I always wondered about that in the original. Like I'm like, why ain't Luis Sarah in mercenaries mode? It's kind of weird. It was kind of weird to me. But yeah, now they brought Luis Sarah to mercenaries mode. They give you mercenaries for free. Of course, yeah, they brought it out later as DLC, but it's free DLC. Of course, they're gonna give it to you for free because it came with the game anyway. It was something you unlocked in the original. Remember, had to beat the story once on standard, and you was good. You unlock that. It wasn't even standard in the original though. It was easy, normal, and hardcore, and then you unlock professional mode. So yeah, so it was. Then you had our normal four, which was Leon. Then you had Ada, Ada Bay, my number one Resident Evil waifu, number one. Yep, even over Claire. Claire's my number two. She's my number one. But yeah, um, with that being said, her character development, people, people are talking about her voice actor sounding monotone and dull. That's okay. it fits Ada's character. Fits her character well. That's how she is. She's mysterious. She's not all out. She's not the type of female that'll go to a party and be on the dance floor standing out. No, she's in the corner, probably drinking a cocktail on her laptop for real, seeing how she could complete her mission. She's not the kind of female that's just out there like that. They brought back her iconic red dress. Oh man, they even brought back the RE two remakes. Um, Ada Wong's character model, pretty dope. Krauser, I like the whole swap of what they did with Krauser from comrade to Krauser being called Major. Leon calls him Major Krauser now. It makes sense. And Krauser calls him Rookie. That was a well needed change because yes, Krauser did actually train Leon in a forest before or while they were on their mission for real. Before they even got there, he was training them on convert combat tactics. He was training them how to use knives. He showed them that knives was much quicker than an actual gun, which is true. Which was actually really true. Um, Not from a distance though. You will have to pull that one off if you like in close quarters for real. But yeah, it shows you like actual well, the training that they do in the military. And Krauser couldn't forgive what happened back years back. His men died and he couldn't stop the bio weapons from doing it. So what he sought to gain more power so that anybody under his control would never die. And he probably train a bunch of rookies like he trained Leon in order to do what he do. But then when he found out that Leon was involved in the whole to rescue Ashley, his whole mindset changed. He's like, "Oh, okay, I got the competition I needed. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a strong battlefield or a strong stronghold for a defense." They was de- building a defense, so that was the test Leon for real. So Leon endured all that, and Krause was like, he was too excited. He got over anxious. He was like, okay, I gotta fight him now. So I'm about to build his battlefield. We'll convert tactics, and he's not gonna walk out of here alive. That's what he got in his head. But then when fighting him, he was like, oh wait, oh, I trained you well. That was a touching moment right there, man. It's like I trained you well, and then he was like, that you did, Major. Yeah. Yeah, so it was cool. That was a cool little tidbit. But yeah, uh, back to Luis though. He was more. They changed the whole cop in Madrid thing to him actually being a researcher for the Europe umbrella division. Yeah, he was a head researcher of the Europe Umbrella division. But where he grew up was the very village that they kidnapped Ashley at. That's why he knew all of the hidden passageways and everything in the forest because he used to go out with his grandfather. His grandfather and Mendez were actually close friends. Mendez used to love the children of the village before he became under the influence of the Plaga for real. He used to love the children of the village for real. He used to teach them mathematics. He teach you science. He teach them how to read, write, and all of that, and all of the life necessities to get them by, to make sure that they grow and have thriving careers for real. However, Osman Sattler, which already came from a family line of Adam Sattler, Hester Sattler, and I forget the other one's name because it's three that's mentioned in the main story. So yeah, he also has story art too, which I'll get to in a minute. But back to Luis though. But yeah, Luis grew up as a boy. His grandfather went out hunting one day.
Mm.
He shot a wolf, which was a actual Carmelo that the dogs that I'm glad they utilize more within the story because it makes sense. Them and the Navistadors are more utilized, and that was good. They cut the U3 boss, whatever. Things that they added made make up for that whole boss fight skill. And plus, I think they're gonna add it to Ada Bay's Separate Ways mission later on. So yeah, that's gonna be sick. Anywho, but yeah, it made Louise grow up. He grew up smart, intelligent boy. Yeah, stay tuned. Part two coming soon.